for every $100 you spend. Happy holidays from all of us at the Bartolotta Restaurants, and thank you, Milwaukee.
The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamara. Here's Jen Latta.
So much stuff to get to this morning on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. But we have to begin with our guy. Our guy who apparently is this a honey-do list? Is this a
No,
it's not.
Just honey doesn't want to do list.
Well, that's usually how the honey-do list works.
Yeah, but
that's a different way to describe what Jen just said.
It's just I don't even know how it happens every year, and I let it happen. I guess it's kind of my fault. I'm sure Gabe and Josh, you go through. I know Josh does the same thing. And I don't know if it swings the other way. I don't know if it goes. I know it goes wife-husband. I don't know if it goes husband-wife. So I get a text from the general yesterday. It was very sweet. Hey, December 21st at 3:30, we're going to see Manhole Steam Cover.
Mannheim Steamroller.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Can you ask the guys at work and gals a good restaurant to go to after, preferably Italian? So that was the payoff.
The least
right?
shocking development ever.
So the payoff doesn't fit the pain. Am I right?
Are you saying the payoff is the Italian food?
Look, yes. Uh-huh. Because what did they say? A man's belly is his heart or something like that. I don't know what it is.
The way to a man's heart is through his belly.
Correct.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you, Jen. She's coming along. I have no interest. I don't know what they are. Is it a street crew performing music? I don't know. I have zero interest.
So Mannheim Steamroller it's going to be a Christmas show, Chew. They perform Christmas music. I'm guessing they're going to be at the Riverside. I'm assuming
yes,
that's
they're
where
at the
you're going
Riverside.
Yeah.
The men on the panel, any interest? Josh, any interest?
No.
Zero. None.
I went to the Harry Potter orchestra show last week.
How'd that go for you?
Dees?
It was fine. I mean, I'm watching a 20-year-old movie for kids.
So
the symphony's impressive.
So normally I would give some pushback, but she says I'm in purgatory for the next 15 years because of the
suits
debacle.
Did you guys ever get into the suits, or is this just
we don't want
that's
to.
a fly.
No.
That's a no-fly
It's
zone.
a drive-by. We just drive by.
Yeah, not
to me, that feels more at 2 years, but I'm like sitting there thinking, I'm like, man, I really do not want to go.
I just want you to know that every time you bring up the suits, people on the talk and text line are begging for the suit story.
Yeah,
so.
it's a great story, but that'll
the fact that you're in purgatory for it just makes people more hungry
I think
for
that
the details.
That one's got probably a year.
6 months?
Yeah.
A year? How long
She
before
said
Chewy can tell that?
15?
Yeah,
That's
she
like
said
15. That might as well be 15 to life, Chew, for being honest.
Yeah.
All right, like that's pretty close to a life sentence there, pal. The only other time...
Let me ask Jen this. Does it ever go the other way? Because I'll tell you, my like might be a little too strong. She watches football, but she doesn't love it. So is there... The husbands go the other way where they're like, hey... Does Dario go, Jen, we're doing this? And you're like, ugh.
It's funny you should mention that, Shu, because we are planning a birthday trip for early in 2026. Dario's turning 40. I'm turning 45. And we've been discussing locate dates and fellow vacationers and all of those things, all of the logistics. And at one point, he said to me in the conversation, I want to go for this amount of time, I'm putting my foot down. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen my head slowly spin all the way around.
I mean, it's cute that he's so secure in your marriage that he feels like he can say that.
I said, "You're putting your foot down?" And he was like, "Well, I'd like to discuss it."
So his foot is like halfway down. It's not quite all the way down. It's not. It's like,
Now, I will say,
if you're okay with me putting my foot down, I am putting it down.
That's a very good way of putting it. I will say this. The fact that he pivoted on his approach very quickly led to a conversation where he continued down the "I'm putting my foot down" route. I don't know that it would have ended as pleasantly as it did for him.
Was there a trade-off?
I don't know, not in this case. Well, first of all, there's always a trade-off, right? You just bank that situation. You just go, "I'll take that, put it in the back of my mind, and we will bring it out when we need it later on." No, there was no trade-off this time.
See, I was banking on the Packer game starting 3:30 on Sunday. That was my out. And then Gabe burst my bubble and told me the game's Saturday night at 7. So I'm sunk.
Yeah, Packers play at 7 o'clock that Saturday, the 20th, against the Bears.
And then yesterday they announced that they're also playing on Saturday.
Against the Ravens, the 27th. So back-to-back Saturdays for the Pack. That doesn't help you at all, though, on the 21st.
Yeah, so I gotta just.
Is there any chance you might enjoy it?
No.
None.
Gabe.
Zero. I like culture.
As somebody who, I might be the only one here who's maybe heard Mannheim Steamroller. My mom, huge fan of Mannheim Steamroller when I was growing up. She always had like the Christmas tapes and loves Christmas music, so she would always play it in the house. So knowing Mannheim Steamroller, knowing Chewy, he's not going to like it. He's not going to have a good time.
Yeah.
Another detail, and I'm sure you asked your, what did you call her? The general. I'm sure you asked the general this.
Yeah.
Is this a stand-up or a sit-down show?
It's Riverside.
I have no idea.
It's sit down at the Riverside.
So just so you guys know, when I Googled it, it said that it's at Moe's.
Moe's?
Huh?
No, I think she said the Riverside.
I'm just telling you, when I went to the Mannheim Steamroller website, just to do a little recon, it says that it's at Moe's, a place for steaks.
It is around the corner from that.
I know. I'm just telling you what the website says.
Where the heck would they do it at Moe's? That place is not.
I was
that
just
big.
there on Friday.
At Moe's? Wow, I haven't been to Moe's in years. Am I missing out?
You know
or
what?
Or is it the exact same?
It is. According to the PapsTheaterGroup.com, it is at the Riverside Theater. Doors open at 2. The show's at 3.
3?
This says 3 p.m. as well. It's bizarre.
3?
I'm fully anticipating a text that says, Gabe, don't think you're leaving 3/4 of the way through to meet Frank at a bar. So she still holds a grudge when it comes to that. When I went to Jefferson, what was it? Help me.
Jefferson Starship?
No.
Jefferson Airplane?
No, the president or whatever he was.
Thomas Jefferson?
The popular play that they had. It was
Hamilton?
huge.
Hamilton. Gosh.
Hamilton.
Definitely wasn't.
When I left 3/4 of the way through to go see.
I mean, that might be an interesting sequel.
Nice work, though. At least you nailed a founding father.
Jefferson.
That one time she made me go to Jefferson. Huh?
Oh, Lord.
And you left. Yeah, but Frank's not going to be in Milwaukee, is he?
He could be if I wanted him to.
You just throw up the bat signal, do you? You just throw up the donut signal. Need you here. Don't ask any questions.
And I fully admit I was wrong in that situation to leave my wife at Hamilton while I left 3. But it was the same thing, and I'm anticipating the same thing with Steamroller. Just like, oh, my God.
Well, I mean, I just base this off of you actually enjoy Chris Stapleton's music, and you wanted to leave 8 songs into that.
Yeah, but I had to work the next day.
Well, you got to work the next day on this one, too.
Ooh.
We have a show on the weekend.
I know, but the show's at like 3.
Yeah, it's a 3 p.m. It's an early bird dinner
Unless
special.
he's claiming a 5 p.m. bedtime, which wouldn't put past you, big guy. You're creeping slowly towards the AARP.
Yeah, you're gonna have to stay up late to watch the Packers on Saturday. Should probably get to bed early on Sunday, Chew.
Not gonna work, Gabe.
Okay, I'm
Thanks
trying. I'm trying to help you.
I know you are. I know you are.
I got your back, bud.
Is there any part of you, because I did something very similar. I have no interest in going to see a 20-year-old Harry Potter movie, which, by the way, I found out, I thought kids' movies were like 90 minutes. It's like 2.5 hours with an
Those Harry
intermission.
Potter movies,
I was there
man,
until
are-
11 p.m.
You guys want to hear a great? This is while we're on Moe's. I don't know if I ever told you this. Great story.
Really on
We're
one.
not. It's yes. But
So
please.
we were going to dinner at Moe's, and we were taking her car, but for some reason, she left the key fob in the house, but the car still started. So driving, and the car started saying, key fob
No
not
key.
within reach. And we're late. We're like a half hour late. So we get halfway to Moe's, and we're like, what do we do? We're not going to be able, if we shut the car off. So she's like, just leave it at the valet and leave it running. And I'm like, are you crazy? Are you? Which was actually a pretty good idea. But I negotiated my way to be like, why don't I just drop you off and Uber home, and I'll drive the car home so it doesn't get stolen.
Yeah, you got lucky there.
Great move on my part.
But you were going to Moe's. Didn't you want the steak dinner? Didn't you want to
Nah,
eat?
because there were people there.
Oh, yeah, human beings. Ruins any night for you.
Turns out it wasn't a private dinner.
Maybe
at
we
Moe's.
could come up with some excuses for you to miss the Mannheim Steamroller show with your wife. Or how do you feel about donating blood?
I'll do it. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
See?
You're going to find a blood bank that you're donating right at 3 o'clock.
I mean, do you think all those details matter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want no part of helping Chewie get his
Come
way.
on.
Because you had to go. So what you're saying is because you had to go watch Harry Potter for 2.5 hours,
3.
Chewie has to go to Mannheim Steamroller.
Yes, there's a price we all have to pay. Sometimes you just got to suck it up, big guy.
You know what, though? I probably would rather go see Harry Potter. That actually sounds a
Was
little...
it a musical or was it a play?
No, it's the Milwaukee Symphony does the scoring of the music, the John Williams scoring. Like, it's very famous. He's a very famous composer. I mean, they're very talented. You forget they're even in the room with you because it's so good.
Wait, but the movie's playing, I
The
assume.
movie is on a screen
I
in
was
front of
gonna
you,
say,
and then
otherwise
they
it's just
are,
the music
they are
and-
below you. So, like, yeah, it's interesting, but you sort of forget they're there, and then at some point you're just kind of watching a movie with a bunch of people around and paying for more expensive drinks than would be at home.
Or a movie theater.
Yeah, I mean, they're talented. I had a fine time, just not what I want to be doing for 3 hours. I thought I got 2 hours. I got 2 hours in me. This is going to be great. And then I looked at the runtime of the movie and I said, oh boy. Holy cats.
Reaction rolling in on the Carbless Talking text line this morning and on the YouTube stream. Remember, you can always stream the show on our YouTube channel. That's ESPN Milwaukee. Kim says, I'm a little disappointed with how long it took you guys to determine that Chewie was saying Hamilton. As soon as he said the word Jefferson, I knew exactly what he meant. Good on you, Kim. Obviously, loyal listener to the program, understands Chewie's brain even better than we do.
Yeah, you're corrupting people outside of this
I
room
love
now,
it.
Chewie.
Yes. It's great.
Lots of reaction. People who are saying that Mannheim Steamroller sucks. Hamilton sucks.
But you're going to love it, Chewie. You're going to love it. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah. What are the mummies?
Oh, well.
I mean,
far
Vegas-
be it for me to encourage deviant
Vegas
behavior,
isn't
but
taking odds, right? They're not. It's not on the board, big guy. Like they're not accepting bets.
and D. Lee reminding us, happy wife, happy life. Just
Yes.
do it, Chew.
I know.
Could you get away with it being a Christmas present? Could you get away with this, you attending the show with her? What if you pick up the
Well,
tab?
how much are the tickets? Because
This
how
has
much
already
are the
been established as part of the punishment for what happened with the suits.
Yes, how much are the tickets?
problem.
Because there's now a limit on my credit card.
The problem now is like this is part of the punishment and it's already been established. So if he wiggles his way somehow out of this, he's just gonna be paying for it again down the line.
The suit story is so flippin' good, and I know that you guys don't want it out there. I
want it out there. He doesn't want it out there.
When I meant guys, I meant the Chimera household doesn't want it out there. But I think it makes you. It's just such a great shoe story. So eventually, I think we're gonna wear you down. But right now, we still have to keep the suit story in the vault.
Yeah.
The only time he's ever been this squeamish about anything is when we found that picture.
That's what I'm saying.
when we found that picture, which he kept a secret for a long time.
Put it this way, it's so bad that I now have to wear glasses with hearing aids in the side piece of the glasses. That's how bad it is.
This is part of the punishment.
It
The
wasn't
fact that
even
you're willing to reveal that detail, but not tell the suit story, also articulates how badly y'all feel about the suit story.
Can I do a little diagnosis here? I think I've gotten
Please,
to know
you want to use
enough.
you want to use the doctor music while we're at it?
I think if I were to take a guess here, Chewy claimed that he couldn't see nor hear. So now you try and lie like that. Now you're punished with having to look like a doofus.
which she's fully going to enjoy for the next 15 years.
Have you gotten the glasses? Do you look like a doofus, or does it hiding the hearing
Gabe,
aid?
I keep checking Amazon every day to see if they're on there. Because I can tell you what, they ain't going to be expensive. They ain't going to be Gucci.
Somebody got caught telling a little white lie.
And instead of calling him on it, she goes, "Oh, I've got a solution for this."
Let's fix your problems there, big boy.
What's up, Urkel?
You can't see numbers? The hell you can't.
So now it's public humiliation as he walks around with his glasses with hearing aids.
Yeah, there's some torture mechanisms happening here as well, too, in case you weren't sure. All right, we got a lot of stuff to get to this morning. Jason Wilde is going to join the show, talk about the Green Bay Packers taking on the Broncos. We have a list of the things that Packers need to know about the Broncos. I guess we'll get into that. Maybe you've been following this Michigan story. Wow, has that gotten wild as we enter bowl season in college football. And what else, guys? Top 8 at 8. Coming up in the second hour of the show. Stick around. Jen, Gabe, and Chewy rolls on.
Connie's delivers pizzeria taste without pizzeria prices. When it's BOGO at Pick and Save, it is even better. From the cornmeal dusted thin crust to the all-natural premium ingredients, you're going to enjoy the pizza experience from your home oven. And look, we understand you get busy during the holiday season. Every once in a while, you just need something quick and that you know you're going to enjoy is up on Connie's with the BOGO right now at Pick and Save. So stock up right now. The BOGO, it's going on now through December 16th. So still have a few days to load up on that Connie's pizza because it delivers the pizzeria taste without the pizzeria price.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
We've got a crash on southbound 41 right about at Silver Spring. It is off on the left shoulder. Backups from just south of Good Hope Road down past the scene. Northbound is slowing down from just before Mayfair Road all the way to Burleigh. Eastbound 94, 84th Street to Hawley Road, with the westbound side backing up from about 35th Street to Hawley Road. Traffic is brought to you by the Neal Group. John Neal and his team know how to minimize your taxes to keep more money in your pocket. Visit nealgroup.net to learn more. That's nealgroup.net. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny skies, increasing cloud, high of 21. Tonight, slight chance for snow, mainly to the south and west, mostly cloudy, a low of 14. Weather's brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Any coach will tell you, games are won in the preparation. The same's true in cybersecurity's move from reactive to proactive with cyber risk exposure management. That means real-time visibility into your risks and networks. For over 35 years, enterprises worldwide have trusted Trend Micro to prepare, protect, and perform. Don't wait for the next threat to blow the whistle. Get secure now at trendmicro.com, because the best defense is being ready before the game even starts.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee. Why Z-Bart? Because you don't want rust holes in your expensive vehicle. Let Z-Bart keep the rust away with professional rust protection. Only at Z-Bart.
They call it the Mile High City for a reason. Denver's altitude, always a topic of conversation when NFL teams visit the Broncos like the Packers will on Sunday. And head coach Matt LaFleur gives some insight on how the team will adjust to the altitude.
We had our performance staff talk to our players today, and there are certain things that you can do, but ultimately it is a circumstance, and you got to try to best prepare your body.
It's Packers-Broncos coming up Sunday. The Packers with the NFC's longest winning streak of 4 games in a row. The Broncos tied for the lead. I'm Alex Gross.
This has been your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee.
Do you want your car to shine like a diamond? Then you need Z-Gloss from Z-Bart. Z-Gloss gives you a mirror finish and protects your paint from everything Mother Nature can throw at. Guarantee. Visit zbart.com for more information.
The holidays are busy. Meals to make, gifts to wrap, parties to host. When it's finally time to unwind, make it blissful with Carbless. Crisp, refreshing, and full of flavor with every sip. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, only 100 calories, and gluten-free. While it may be frozen outside, it's always flawless with Carbless. No guessing and no compromise. So whether you're celebrating with friends, hosting the crew, or relaxing by the fire, bring bliss to your holiday gatherings. Carbless, full of flavor.
Give the gift of a special night out from the Bartolotta Restaurants. Purchase a gift card at bartolottas.com and get a $20 holiday bonus for every $100 you spend. Bartolotta Restaurants, and thank you, Milwaukee.
All Packers, all the time.
He was a field-tilting player, and the reason why Gabe and many others are so concerned is that this guy's on the field, he changes the offensive dynamic. They are a different offense when he is there.
Okay, most of the time.
You know, Homer calls Matt LaFleur soft all the time. Matt LaFleur is like Vince Lombardi compared to me.
It's Jason Wilde on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Jason Wilde is brought to you by Lakeland Supply. Lakeland Supply is in business to make your business better. Set up a free packaging and supply chain assessment at lakelandsupply.com. Exterior Pros. Ready to tackle your home improvement project? Exterior Pros and Baths is giving $3,000 off roofing, siding, windows, or bath remodels this month. Visit extpros.com. Also brought to you by Century Foods. Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
We always love our time with our friend and teammate Jason Wilde. Good morning, Jason. How are you doing today?
Buddy, how are you?
Good, good. It looks like all but one player on the 53-man roster practice in some capacity on Wednesday. Is this the healthiest the Packers have been since the beginning of the season?
It's certainly an encouraging sign. I'll be curious to see, because just because you practice doesn't mean that you'll be ready to play, obviously. But I think especially offensively, with what they've got going on, right? With Jaden Reed coming back. Matthew Golden, who I talked to the other day, and I'm going to write about him today, he just was so downtrodden. He just seemed so frustrated with kind of how the season has gone. And, he gets the shoulder injury not long after his best game. And then he's got a wrist injury now that's an issue. And as he said, I'm a receiver, so your wrist is kind of important. He barely played. What did he play? 9 snaps, Gabe? He barely
I thought it was
played.
5, yeah.
It might have been less. Yeah, it was single digits. I know that. I think Bo Melton played 9, which is again a sign of kind of where they're at that wide receiver spot. I don't know about Savion Williams. They really. That's another one of those examples, as we talked about earlier in the week, about how I don't know if they're letting guys have more say, and Chewy should be encouraged by the fact that guys are trying to play through injuries, like old school guys like him. But if it doesn't do you any good if you last, 6-7 snaps and then you're not available anymore.
Ever since Kraft went down with the ACL.
Repeat that. I didn't have you on.
Oh, sorry. Jason, how has Luke Musgrave been playing since Kraft went down with the ACL?
You're the 3-time
Pro Bowl tight end. What do you see?
It looks as if they're trying to get him involved in the intermediate pass game. They're trying to get him downfield a little bit. He had the one play in the game where it was a great effort. You really couldn't tell if it was a catch or not. But, I think people forget, Jason, that in 2010, Jermichael Finley was out. He didn't play in the Super Bowl. So this can still happen without him. I feel they're trying to get him involved a little more, and they're trying to take baby steps in order to do it.
Well, I think, and I talked to John Fitzpatrick, and I talked to Josh Wiley yesterday, and I'm hoping to talk to Luke today. Like, it feels like they've kind of figured out, okay, none of these guys is Tucker Kraft. But if we figure out ways to deploy them, and you have to include Darian Kennard, too. He's in Barry. Like, he's going in there a fair amount to be that extra tight end, the jumbo tight end. It feels like they've kind of figured out a good rotation there, right? And a way to utilize all those guys. First of all, I still can't believe that Luke Musgrave catch wasn't a catch. Like, I've never, not since, and I may have mentioned this to you guys earlier in the week, like, I've never seen a worse replay angle ever. Like, not since you were playing. Like, when there would be games where, you were playing like Jacksonville and they only had like 6 cameras, and I remember there was a time, it's a Monday night game, so there's extra cameras, so the replay official will have more to work with. That one, like, there's a dude's head the guy's standing on the sideline, and the guy's head is in the picture. Yeah. And so I the Zapruder film that they had available to them. That said, I made the same comparison when it first happened, and then I was like, like, J. Mike was an overgrown wide receiver, right?
Yeah.
Tucker Kraft did everything, and will do everything when he comes back next season. I get it. But, like, they don't have anyone, again, I bestowed upon him the ultimate compliment that his game was very similar to yours, except he's better at everything. And so I don't think they have anyone that you could just say, okay, this guy's going to play 85% of the snaps because he can run block, he can chip before he goes out on his pass pattern, he can run the routes, he can run after. Like, one thing that I think they should be hopeful about with getting Jaden Reed back is Tucker Kraft was so good after the catch. And you saw the touchdown that Christian Watson had. Maybe they're realizing that, okay, there are other guys that we can still get the ball to quickly, and then they can make something happen. Because, you look back on Tucker Kraft performances, it's not like he ran, 50 yards down the seam and hauled in a deep ball and then ran the final 5 to get to the end zone. He was catching the ball off quick passes and then trucking guys and getting big yards after the catch.
Jason, there have been a number of times where Matt LaFleur after games has talked about, it was just a limited amount of possessions in today's game. And again, that seems to be a byproduct of teams wanting to run the football and shorten the game, and limit the opportunities for that. To that, as simple as they need to be better against the run on first and second down?
I think so. Asking a bunch of questions about that yesterday, and I don't quite understand it either. Like, I do remember Mike McCarthy used to always talk about we want to have 70 plays a game offensively. And I don't think there's been more than 2 or 3 games where the Packers have had. It's weird because we're sitting here talking about how teams are, there's limited possessions, and it does feel like, to your point, Gabe, LaFleur says that after like every other game, right? We've got 13 games in the books, and I swear he's said that 6 or 7 times. And so I just don't know what the solution is, but certainly, being better on early downs. But, like, their defense is good on offense. I haven't checked this week's stats now that Monday Night Football was in the books, but they went into Sunday's games number 1 in the league on third down and number 1 in the league on third and plus, the Packers offense did. So it's not like they don't do a good job of keeping drives going, right? I am very curious about Sunday from that perspective, because obviously Bo Nix is still very much developing. He is nowhere close to having arrived as a quarterback. They lost Dobbins, but the other dude that they've got, was it Harvey?
Yeah, RJ Harvey
is productive, and I'm expecting, and Tausch made this point, so I have to give him credit, but it makes total sense. The one team that has done a really good job defensively against the Packers more than anyone else was Carolina. And all they did was sat back in that two shell and just said, all right, let's see if you guys can go down the field and put together 10-play drives, which obviously take a lot of time, without making a mistake, without committing a penalty. I would say that their execution in the last several weeks has been much better, so I feel more confident the Packers can do that, although I don't know about against this defense, which is pretty damn good. But, I still, the Bears, I don't know Dennis Allen at all. I know Al Harris is the defensive passing game coordinator for them. But it was almost like they said, hey, man, we're going to do what we do, and we're going to execute it better. And obviously, given the outcome, the Bears didn't. I can't wait to see how Sunday plays out. And then the following Saturday, are the Bears going to defend these guys differently than they did this past Sunday? Because it feels to me like all those conversations we had, Gabe, in the middle of the season, that was kind of the kryptonite for the Packers offense.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Jordan Love and having Jaden Reed back and all these guys kind of rounding into form means that they're better equipped to deal with defenses doing that. But I can tell you this, it didn't seem to me like the Bears' approach was a smart approach.
Jason, according to TeamRankings.com, the Packers run on average 60 plays per game this year. That's right on pace with last season for the Green Bay Packers when they ran 60 plays per game in 2024. But it does rank 21st in the league, which is fascinating. Chicago Bears, by the way, according to this.
That's a great website, by the way.
According to this, Chicago Bears are running the most offensive plays of any team on average this season. I want to talk about the wide receivers because Joshy put a great prompt in here about the room when they're healthy. Is it the deepest group since Jordy, Cobbs, Adams, etc.? Now, we're not saying that they're better than, because obviously we know how talented and productive that group was. But is it safe to say or fair to say that this is the deepest group since those guys?
I don't know, 2022. I mean, they had Alan Lazard as their number one wide receiver. That's a pretty deep group, don't you think?
So eliminate
I like
that
Alan
season.
he's a good dude. But again, we like to give Goody praise, which he deserves for a lot of things. But how Aaron Rodgers' final season in Green Bay had Alan Lazard as the number one wide receiver, I will never understand. To Joshy's prompt point, yes, totally agree. Are we at the point where Jordan Love should be sitting out in Lambeau Field on a football or on his helmet, surrounded by all those guys just yet and put on the cover of Sports Illustrated? No, to your point. But yes, in terms of the depth. I mean, look, the fact that Bo Melton can go in there when Wicks is hobbled by an ankle, which again, it's another one of those, LaFleur says that he came into that game with the injury. I think he played 6 snaps. It might have been him with 6 and Golden with 5. Those two, you got nothing out of those guys. And the week before, obviously Wicks was arguably the best player on the field in Detroit. So, yes, there's no doubt that there's depth. We're kind of back to the good problem to have thing about having so many guys and throw to the open guy. That's what Rodgers used to say all the time in that 11 season. I mean, that is an iconic SI cover. I mean, it really is, and it captured just how unstoppable that group was. And this group obviously doesn't have its tight end because J. Mike's on that cover. That was later, though, right? That was 13, maybe 12 or 13 when that cover was what came out. But the bottom line is that but to your point, it's not as accomplished just yet.
Jason, I know this is a little bit down the road, but I'm fully anticipating Hafley to get a head coaching job Is there someone on the staff that they would promote that's worthy of becoming the DC, or will they have to go outside the?
So that's a really good question. I'm very curious to see how that plays out for Hafley, because look, would it be an unbelievable story for the kid who grew up a half hour from Giants, who used to go to Giants games? Would it be an awesome story for him to be the new Giants coach? Sure. Do I think that with Jackson Dart and Malik Neighbors and that young core, Scadaboo, that they're more likely to choose an offensive coach? Yeah, probably, but I don't know enough about the inner workings of the Giants to say that for certain. But if he doesn't get that job, I wonder if he would do what Ben Johnson did, right? Which is a gutsy thing to do, right? Like, Ben Johnson had to be a head coach following the 2023 season, and he was very selective, and he's like, you know what, I'm just going to wait a year, go back to the Lions, keep kicking butt there, and then see what jobs open a year from now. And I think he feels like he got the perfect job for him, right? The first overall pick, quarterback with talent, et cetera, et cetera. So I'll be curious to see if Hafley ends up getting a head coaching job, one, but two, if he interviews and then, we start to hear kind of rumblings like we did about Johnson, where he could have gotten potentially jobs and chose instead to stick around and see what opened up a year from now.
Lakeland Supply, they're in business to make your business better. Set up free packaging and supply chain assessment at lakelandsupply.com. Jason, do you think we're going to continue to see Kingsley Enagbare have about the same amount of snaps every game as Rashawn Gary?
No, I think we should see him get more. I don't know what the right thing to do there is. Well, yes, I guess I do. You got to play the guy that's playing better, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a meritocracy. And so, and look, you guys know this. Like, I would love to have a conversation with Rashawn, because I don't want to sit here and rip people that I don't talk to. Like, one of my rules that I follow from a writing perspective, and I try to follow it from a conversational perspective, is I don't want to rip guys that I haven't talked to and gotten a better understanding of, what's going on with you, kind of a thing, right? This week I'm probably more likely, since Rashawn very rarely comes in there when we're in there during the week, I think I'm more likely to write hey, Kingsley Enagbare is earning more opportunities story versus Rashawn Gary is really not very productive for a $96 million player. But both of them are linked. But to me, we're already at a point where, what does that tell you? I mean, you had so much fun with, and rightfully so, he's not a high snap count guy. But maybe he's not a high snap count guy, not because of his conditioning, although I did not think the way Williams ran away from him as compared to the way he couldn't run away from Parsons was a great look. But the fact that he is the player that he allegedly is, and certainly the salary that he is, the fact that they're splitting reps evenly essentially right now is enough of an indictment, isn't it? Like, he should be on the field like Max Crosby and like Micah Parsons and all these guys like that. Again, I don't think that's an unreasonable expectation. So the fact that he's not, it says something, and he's never been a high snap count guy. Is not a great explanation for
it. You know what he looks like to me, Jason? Gary. He looks like a guy that's ready to retire. Wouldn't surprise me. Just doesn't seem like there's fire in the belly. And, I played with guys like that are in their 6th, 7th, 8th year. And they're just like, man, I really don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah,
you get that feeling
look, I don't know if I would go that far, but I can understand why you would say that.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like, the example I always use is Erasmus James, who played for the Badgers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was a first-round pick. He got to Minnesota, obviously very good at Wisconsin. But you hear Goody and LaFleur talk about this all the time. Well, we got a lot of guys who love football. Now, I have no idea. I don't have the kind of relationship with Rashawn Gary to have any sort of insight into how much he does or does not love football. But the fact that you would make the comment that you did at least would say to me, that's a question worth asking, right? Like Eddie Lacy. Eddie Lacy was a really, really good football player. Doesn't love football, right? It was a means to an end, and he could have kept pushing to play. He could have bounced around and collected more paychecks. Mm-hmm. I remember Eddie. You would ask him a question. Hey, did you see what happened in this game? No, I don't watch football. Now again, I don't go out of my way to watch a ton of football if it's not the team I cover. So I'm not judging him on that. But to your point, like if in your draft process and your acquisition process, you talk a lot about, we want guys that really truly love football, which I think is really smart, by the way. That's not a criticism. Mm-hmm. Then it should be at least fair to wonder when you watch certain players, okay, do they fit that, or did they used to love football and now they don't love it as much? And the money now versus when you played, like I always use like Sitton and Lang as an example. Like they would have Frankied it back in the old days. They would have kept playing because they need to squeeze out 3 or 4 more years of paychecks. And now you just don't.
Jason, we appreciate you hanging out with us. Have a great one. We'll talk to you again soon.
All right, everybody. Take care. Be good.
Jason Wilde can be heard on Wilde and Tausch right after Jen, Gabe, and Chewy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right here on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee. We've enjoyed having Professional Construction Inc. help us with our home projects. As you might know, my husband and I are not the most handy people. We can handle the little stuff around the house, but we may need to call our friends over at PCI to help us out with this balcony. As the snow and ice were melting yesterday, got a little trickle of water coming into the kitchen. And you know that means something's not right. Well, the friends at PCI, they can figure it out. They can diagnose it. They can fix it for us, and they can do the same for you. And maybe you're not ready for a full-blown construction project like we were when we had them do our basement. But if you're ready to refresh an outdated room, the PCI team can create stunning photorealistic renderings, a mood board, a curated shopping list to give you an idea of what your space could look like so you don't have to go all the way through it right away. If you're on the fence, if you're hesitant, this might help you make a decision. You can learn more about that at professionalconstructioninc.com. It's professionalconstructioninc.com.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Well, we got a crash 41 southbound at Silver Spring. Left shoulder is blocked with that one. Backing up from Good Hope Road down past that scene. Northbound from Mayfair Road all the way to about Burleigh. Eastbound 94, 92nd Street to Hawley Road's going to be heavy. The westbound side, 27th Street all the way past Hawley Road. Rest of the system's looking pretty good, although volume's starting to pick up on the bypass heading northbound, so just be careful. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco, Fisco, Fisco. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny, increasing clouds later on, a high of 21. Tonight, slight chance for snow, mainly to the south and west, mostly cloudy otherwise, a low of 14. Weather is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
And free groceries.
Okay, just calm down. We'll get to that later.
Stay tuned in right here to score free groceries.
Stop, please.
Okay, I'm shutting up. My lip is zipped.
Let's get to this week's specials at Century Foods.
Now through Wednesday, save on 28-ounce selective varieties, Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, $2.79. 0.75 to 2.64-ounce selective varieties, McCormick packet gravy, 4 for $5. 24 to 28-ounce selective varieties, grown in Idaho frozen potatoes, 2 for $7. 15 to 150-count selective varieties, solo cups or plates, 2 for $7.
And now time for the big reveal. Free groceries.
That's too over the top.
Free groceries from Century Foods.
Forget it. I'll handle the rest. Enter to win $500 worth of free groceries on Century's Facebook or Instagram by December 31st.
This winter, upgrade your home and your savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. New windows, roofing, siding, or a stunning bath makeover. Get it done now and get $3,000 off your project. That's right, $3,000 back in your pocket during our biggest year-end blowout. Call 262-800-4274 or head to extpros.com. Don't wait. These holiday savings melt away fast. Exterior Pros and Baths. Your home upgraded for the holidays.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
St. Nick meets St. Kate. The holidays are in full swing at St. Kate the Arts Hotel, where every celebration shines a little brighter. Browse unique gifts at the holiday marketplace, gather for unforgettable Christmas Eve and Christmas Day dining, and of course, don't miss Brunch with Santa, a family favorite filled with joy, treats, and holiday magic. Celebrate the season at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. Visit stkatearts.com/holidays for all the details.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
The other side of the world, and I'll let you know if I want to come back and coach your little game.
Ian Peterman.
Ian Rappaport tweeting yesterday, and I thought this was interesting.
Oh, lady.
The Broncos the
That
last
was
2 weeks. You guys done?
I got more.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Recovery is just as important as training. That's why I use my infrared sauna from Good Health Saunas. It's a game changer. The deep heat helps loosen tight muscles, ease soreness, and improve flexibility so I can bounce back fast. And you know, this time of year here in Wisconsin, when you just freeze walking outside to go get your mail, or maybe you're shoveling the driveway, the infrared sauna is great to warm back up. After activity like that, after a journey like that. I got to tell you guys, go to goodhealthsaunas.com/Jen to check out all of their deals. You can also stop into their showroom, Good Health Saunas. It's in Waukesha. If you want to feel stronger, more relaxed, and ready to tackle whatever's next, Good Health Saunas could be the answer for you. Brought this up with Jason Wilde just a few moments ago here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. The competition in the wide receiver room. Jaden Reed weighed in on that. Joshy, can you give me Jaden Reed from yesterday talking about the wide receiver room right now?
We just expect the best out of each other. I mean, that's at the end of the day, that's what we expect. It's not really, you want to do better than another guy because, any given week, any guy's, expected to go off. So you see that in our room. It's been spurts where everybody had their week where, they had a great performance. And, we just got a lot of guys in our room that's able to do that. So.
Jaden Reed playing like a star, albeit in just one game he's been back. You've had the Watson re-emergence, or you've even said, Gabe, he's playing better right now than you've ever seen him play before. You've got Wicks, and of course you've got the rookie Golden. Do you feel like this is the deepest, maybe even the best group of pass catchers since that group that we mentioned earlier that had Jordy Nelson, that had Randall Cobb, that of course had Devontae Adams?
Yeah, but I think that says more about everybody else. Because if you were to rank this group, yeah, they're deep, but you're still not going to have a 1,000-yard guy in this group, right? Romeo Doubs, their leading receiver, Chewy's down to 48th in the league in yards this season. So it's a deep group. You've got some difference makers there, but again, I think that says more about the group the groups of receivers that have come since that group that we're talking about. Because all three of those guys that you mentioned, Jen, are better than any one of the guys that they have now. Every last one of them.
What was your guys' take on the question? I think this is Goody's MO. He doesn't want a $30 million receiver. Because if that $30 million receiver goes down, then you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, but I mean, I like the way that Adam pushed back because none of these guys have gotten to the point outside of Christian Watson where you have to pay them. And Christian already right now, if he continues to play this way, that $13 million contract that he signed next year is a steal.
Yeah, but he's not a $30 million receiver. He's not even close to a $30 million receiver.
No,
if they had a young receiver worth $30 million, you don't think they would pay him?
If they had a Jamar Chase type on his rookie deal, they would pay him.
I have a question, Chu. What makes you think that? And hear me out. If we're talking about the Milwaukee Brewers, where payroll is always an issue or a factor that they're dealing with when they're building a roster, I could understand this thought process of, we got to get him on the cheap. But the Packers have boatloads of money. I mean, their salary cap is the same as everybody else's in the league. What would preclude them from doing what these other teams have done and spending in that way?
The way we did it in the 90s. Shut up, Gabe.
Which one's
Free was good.
Freeman?
Free was good. Robert was good. Beebs was good. Keith was good. I was good. Dorsey was good. No one was great.
Robert had
it's so much
1,500
harder to
yards in 95.
defend. It's so much harder to defend guys that are good when there's a lot of them, as opposed to Minnesota with Justin Jefferson.
Didn't your great wide receiver have to retire due to medical issues?
Yeah, but we got better after he left.
Yeah, because Robert Brooks had 1,500 yards receiving, but I guess he wasn't that good. I don't know.
Just a guy.
All right. Okay. What's your measure of greatness? Pro Bowls?
Yeah. None of these guys are
All-Pro?
sniffing a Pro Bowl.
Robert never went to one. Free, I think, went to one. Dorsey, he might have went to one. There you have it.
I mean, call me crazy, guys, but I actually think Christian Watson could be the guy to pop like that. Again, they would have to use him more, right? Like, you'd have to see his usage go up. But the more that he starts to, I don't want to say learn, that sounds insulting, but the more that he starts to perfect the route tree and starts to be a viable option on some of those other routes for the team, could Christian Watson emerge as the number one wide receiver? Could they end up paying him top dollar at that position? What would you have to see from him in order to justify it?
More intermediate routes. I mean, he's a big play guy because he can run. The intermediate routes, I mean, I don't look at him as an intermediate route guy. I really don't. I don't see
But
him.
could that be an evolution of Christian Watson?
It could be. But I always said not a great, your great route runners are your Z's. Z's are your great route runners. Go back to, the Dallas years with Michael Irvin and Alvin Harper. You guys remember that, Gabe? What was Alvin Harper?
Alvin Harper was pretty good.
Yeah, and he torched T-Buck. Torch him. Your guy.
Wow.
Homer's guy.
I don't know if that's
T-Buck.
a unique
And then
thing
Michael
for him.
Irvin was your great route runner. And then you mix in Jay Novacek, who was a great possession tight end kind of guy.
I don't know if the Hall of Famers the example you want to be bringing out here, Chew.
Who's that?
Michael Irvin. That's not the example you think it is in terms of trying to make your point.
It's not?
Michael Irvin's in the Hall of Fame. He got paid when he played, man.
No, but I'm just saying he was a great route runner.
Oh, yeah.
All I'm saying is Christian Watson's would remind me more of Alvin Harper than he would Michael Irvin.
Sure, but again, I think he can continue to develop. I think you're starting to see a little bit more of that this year than we have in years past.
I agree.
And again, I just don't think that you want to find some guys you can trust. Because it is going to be hard, and we've seen LaFleur struggle with it. Like, man, how do I keep all these guys happy? Like, you don't want to be as deep as they are. You want some of those guys to eventually emerge and be, yep, this is a guy I want to feature in this offense. Instead of, right now they're they're a top 10 offense. I think if one of these receivers would emerge and be a bona fide number one in this league, that could take them to the next level. Much like adding Micah Parsons took this defense from a top 10 defense to a top 5 defense.
I just think the fear is when you pay someone. Look at Mike Evans. Paying him a lot of money. Has he even played this year? Has he even played?
He's like,
barely.
You know what I mean?
He's like
it's
going to
just
retire.
with this team, it's just like, he got hurt. Who cares? Plug this one in. No, he got hurt. Who cares? Plug this one in.
I mean, so your argument is they don't want great players, is what you're saying. They want good players.
I don't think they want to pay guys, unless you're a Micah Parsons, unless you're a Jordan Love, they don't want to pay guys $35 million a year.
And because then if you're banking on just your draft picks constantly coming through, like that's not gonna pan out.
I don't know. I think, this being a copycat league, I think you're going to see more teams go to, do I really want to pay? Then if that's the case, why didn't they pay Devontae? They could have, and Adam, I didn't like his point. They controlled his rights. They could have said, no, we'll franchise. We will Le'Veon Bell you. We will Kirk Cousins you. Okay. Now Goody screwed up by not signing him what he should have signed him.
Correct.
But I think that was intentional, Gabe.
Well,
it
got personal. It got personal.
Yeah.
Because Devontae thought they should have extended him, and they're like, no, you got to go out there and prove it. So then he just went out there and became, was a 2-time All-Pro wide receiver. And I think the Packers, as evidenced by how much the offense struggled without Devontae the following year, they screwed that up.
I mean,
they screwed it up.
How much would you love this team right now if Tucker Kraft didn't get hurt?
Yeah, you'd feel really good. You'd feel great about it.
Right, but I also wouldn't sit here and go, don't get too good. Don't get too many touchdowns. Don't get too many receiving yards because they're not going to pay. Like, I think that the Packers would pay if they saw the production and thought that person, whether that's Tucker Kraft, whether it's Christian Watson, whoever, I think they will pay whoever emerges. I don't know. I think when they have said we love this receiver by committee thing, that's been more of a theory of convenience than what they would prefer. I think they would prefer to have a number one guy. I think it was like when Devontae was there, he was Rodgers' number one guy. And well, I'm going to hold on to it for when we come back because I did want to comp Christian Watson's efficiency numbers to Devontae Adams' efficiency numbers first 3 seasons. Now, again, I know Devontae was a slow burn. He wasn't the guy that he was at the end, at the beginning, but it is interesting to see how those numbers comp for the first 3 seasons of each of their careers. Let's go out to the phone line. Ron and the Key waiting patiently on the line. And the summary that Joshy has put in here is Chewy's theory is stupid. So, Ron, welcome to the program.
Chewy, so if you said LaFleur, like, scripted so that they all get it spread out so no one really gets, like, the number one. Okay. But your theory is Goody doesn't want a great receiver, so he's building his scouting models to go out and find me a bunch of number 2s. Where can I draft in the draft? Who can I pick out of oblivion and find me a lot of 2s and 3s? That's your theory?
No, I'm saying he doesn't want to pay a receiver $35 million. Look, if you pay that guy $35 million, you can't pay anyone else. It's the Devontae Adams with Alan Lazard.
You know what the Packers' offense was?
With Lazard?
Yeah.
And where'd that get him? Nowhere.
Where is this gotten him?
You said
you guys think the money is endless. That's your problem. You know what I mean?
It's the NFL. The money is endless. But also, you're like, it's good that if a guy goes down, we don't care. You could have 5 me's on a basketball court, and if one went down, you wouldn't care. But you'd rather have Ben. Like, that's just silly. Thank you for the call. You guys have a good day.
Ron, shocking you don't agree with me, you dipshit. I think it's more. I think it's more. Yeah, screw Ron. I think it's a 5-headed monster than it is a 2-headed monster. That's all I'm saying. And you can't pay everyone. You guys think you can pay everyone. You can't pay everyone.
No, but I'm just saying if they had somebody worth that, like if they had Jamar Chase, and I guess I would argue, Chew, it's harder to defend a Jamar Chase because teams can't do it. Like, he still gets his numbers. Like, the only reason Justin Jefferson's not putting up numbers this year is because his quarterback literally can't throw him the football. Right? Like, those receivers still get their numbers.
And then what happens if Justin Jefferson goes down?
What would happen if Brett Favre went down for you guys?
Well, that's what happens if Jordan Love went down.
Yeah, again, that's part of the calculus of any NFL team.
I'm just
you
saying,
want to collect as many
studs.
Yeah, but you want to have as many studs as you possibly can have. And yeah, if one of them gets hurt, That's part of it. Like that's part of the NFL, but that doesn't mean like I want to. I don't want to shy away.
Season.
I don't want
to. If you lose Devontae Wicks for the season, it's not over. If you lose Tucker Kraft for the season, it's not over. Not endless, and we're going to find that out coming up.
Well, yeah, but they don't have a guy that's worth paying $35 million. That's kind of the issue too. Like they don't have that guy. But if they did, I promise you they would find a way to pay him.
Yeah. Well,
because
then
that's the dream.
Why didn't they pay Devontae?
Because he was.
I mean, the easy thing is, Devontae wanted out of here.
Well, it got personal. Devontae did want out of there, and
you know
was
what
going to make it difficult.
What talks, Gabe? What talks? What talks?
Money.
What talks?
But the
Money
Packers
talks.
decided they didn't want to deal with that. Yeah, they could have given him. They could have overpaid him to keep him here. But if they offered him the same contract the Raiders did, he would have preferred to go to the Raiders because the Packers didn't give him that money when they should have. Additionally, Devontae was getting closer to 30. We know for a fact that Goody doesn't want a lot of guys approaching or over that 30 number. So he didn't want to give a third contract of that money to Devontae Adams.
Yeah,
but if you had a younger guy coming off of his rookie deal, yes, I firmly believe that Brian Gutekunst would pay that guy because he hasn't let a guy just walk out the door.
Do you like Cincinnati's formula?
I mean, Cincinnati's formula, they paid 2 receivers. That's different.
That's what I'm saying.
But
you like their formula to put it all your eggs in one basket.
Well, I would have paid Jamar, let T walk, and spent some of that money on the defense, which is the issue in Cincinnati. Like paying both of those guys didn't make sense, but you could have paid one of them.
Well, it's a difference of opinion, I guess.
Whoa, and that you know what? Let's just leave it at that. Leave it at that. Agree to disagree is the way that it's rolling out here. Jen gave it to you. He has to take a break. We'll be right back after this.
Looking for a new car, truck, or SUV? Now is the time to buy because Ewald Automotive Group's year-end sale is here. They're saying yes to the lowest prices of the year on over 1,500 new and pre-owned vehicles. Yes to 0% financing. Yes to maximum trade values. And yes to no payments until 2026. Ewald's year-end sale is now through year's end. It's all easy. You just go to ewaldauto.com. Credit on select models. Interest accrues from date of purchase. Expires at month's end.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
This group is learning how to find ways to win. This was a playoff game.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
We saw a playoff game 2 Thursdays ago. They found a way to win. This is a great sign as a Green Bay Packer fan. We're going to win the division. We're going to be in a great spot.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
College hockey fans, get ready because the ice is heating up in Milwaukee for the Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off. 4 powerhouse programs, 2 action-packed days, 1 champion. It's Wisconsin, Boston College, Lake Superior State, and the defending national champion, Western Michigan. Battling it out December 28th and 29th at Fiserv Forum. Feel every bone-rattling hit and every clutch goal as these elite programs collide for holiday bragging rights. Tickets are moving fast. Grab yours today at Ticketmaster.com or the Fiserv Forum box office. The Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off. 4 teams, 1 trophy. Who will own the ice?
Hey guys, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Gabe Neitzel here to give you some advice. If you're making plans to propose to that special someone in your life, the Jewelry Center has to be your stop for the ring. It's what I did. They're the best place to shop for diamond engagement rings in Milwaukee for a reason. I didn't know what to get, but with help of a Pinterest board, the Jewelry Center and their team of specialists took care of everything from start to finish. Naturally mined diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, whatever you're in the market for, when it comes to an engagement ring, the Jewelry Center has it. Find locations and inventory online at shoptjc.com.
Pain has a way of stealing the moments that matter most, especially during the holidays. It's not just your knees, your back, or your shoulders. It's time with family and friends. But in 2026, that all could change when your body remembers how to heal. It just needs a little help finding the way back. Dr. Ashley Caravelli and her team at QC Kinetics here in Milwaukee believe relief doesn't just come from surgery or pain pills. They use your body's own natural healing abilities to repair and restore what's been lost. It's your body's comeback story, powered by the very cells that built you in the first place. No surgery, no pain pills, No long recovery, just your body remembering how to feel alive again. QC Kinetics delivers that long-term relief that you're finally looking for. Make the new year your turning point where pain stops defining you. It's time to take that first step. Literally, time to walk, enjoy the holidays, live without pain, and live without hesitation. With QC Kinetics, healing is within reach. Schedule your free consultation today at QC Kinetics. Give them a call at 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
A blizzard of $300,000 in prizes is rolling into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. It's Arctic action. One in? Step 1. Earn entries with your rewards card December 1st through the 18th. Step 2. Show up for Thursday drawings. Step 3. Be ready for a chance to pick from a weekly prize board. As a bonus, there'll be a jackpot drawing for the leftover prizes. Arctic action. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Hey Tom, I want a new hoop for the kids. Any ideas?
Yeah, I got mine from Precision Sports over 10 years ago. They helped me choose the right hoop, installed it, and even painted my court lines.
Nice. How do I reach them?
Easy. PrecisionSportsOnline.com for a free quote.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
A freaking catapult attached to his right hip. Like, I just made that up. A catapult.
That was good.
I kind of liked it. I was rolling with it, Rob.
Like a slingshot? What's the name of that?
I'm calling old catapult leg from here on out.
On 94.5 ESPN.
St. Nick meets St. Kate. We're talking about St. Kate the Arts Hotel, of course, where every celebration shines just a little bit brighter. This holiday season, they are the place to be. They've got unique gifts at the holiday marketplace. You can go to the Christmas Eve and Christmas Day dining options. And, of course, they have brunch with Santa. That's a family favorite filled with joy, treats, and holiday magic. Celebrate the season at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. Visit stkatearts.com/holidays for all the festive details. Chewy, I just want you to know that for our loyal listeners, some are saying that was the highlight of their day. One, you being feisty about the wide receivers and the way that it should be structured. I got a lot of people saying Chewy is absolutely right. Chewy is the best. I love it when Chewy gets fired up. There are other people who disagree with that, but for the most part, our loyal listeners like a good
feistiness.
Pop.
Just keep it clean, pal. Come on, man.
I don't know if we should be.
That got a.
Come on,
I got a little
man.
Frank on you.
Is that a Frank word? Is that a go-to Frank word?
Oh God, yeah. It was on the tip of my tongue. I tried to grab it, but it got away. Sorry, Joshy.
I'm just picturing you like just trying to grab it after it exited your mind. Oh, I need it back.
Ron in the Key weighing in on the Carvelous Talking text line. He says, well, we got a screw Ron out of that conversation. I think we can all agree on that. So I think everybody's having a good laugh on it. But Ryan says, to Chewy's point, maybe it's not about wanting to pay a wide receiver, but up until this last draft, Goody never drafted a first-round wide receiver, so why would you pay him? You also never got a free agent, which you would pay as well. So his point is, if they were lower draft picks, you sort of slot in your mind what those guys are going to cost over the duration of their career, and maybe that's what was dictating Goody's.
Yeah, I mean, some of those guys can pop though, and until this group came along, like the receivers that Goody draft, like Goody was traditionally a horrific drafter of wide receivers. Until this group, and really with this class of guys that he has with Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs, because the list of guys that didn't work out, like MVS, Equinemius St. Brown, Jamon Moore, there was a slot guy that Amari Rogers. Yep. Like the list of guys that he had drafted had been really bad until this group came along.
But going back, I mean, has there ever been a receiver that's been in the top 5? Devontae probably, but Jordy was never.
Yeah, Jordy was a top 5 receiver. Yeah.
No, I'm saying paid.
I'm
saying
willing,
paid as
I'm
a
willing
top
to bet
5.
he was top 5 paid at some point in his career.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I'd have to go back and try to see if I could find that information, but having 1,500 yards and 13 touchdowns in a season, that'll get you paid.
Because I don't think Free was. I know Robert wasn't. Trying to think.
You were.
Guys that came down the line. Well, I'm not a receiver.
You're a top-paid tight end. Money's money, pal.
Cash is king, like Cassius Clay. So, no, that was fair. That was fair. That was a good discussion. It's like, all right, you think this, I think that, and we move on, right,
And
Jen?
we both think that Ron's a dipplete.
He just never agrees with me. That's what set me off. You know what I mean? I expect it from you two knuckleheads. I'm talking
What?
Josh and Gabe.
What did we do?
Yeah, you pivoted big time within the last 6 months.
On what? Just generally speaking, he's pivoted?
He's always agreed with me. Now he just agrees like half the time, which
I think that says more about you than it does me.
yeah. Like my kids' Christmas presents are based on solely on whether they agree with me or they're nice to me. I'm telling you, you're not nice.
Wait.
That might.
And you know who's to blame? Here, I'll give you this little nugget, Jen. This nugget, because this set the whole. Okay. Because I had a funeral to go to, and all the kids have nice new suits, black suits. And what do they come up to me and say? Oh, I didn't know 4-button suits were still in. So that started the whole thing.
And now because
in
your
motion.
kids were snippy at you, you got to go see Mannheim Steamroller.
I just want to be clear. This is in reference to the suit story that we're not allowed to tell.
Correct.
Do you see what's happening here, folks?
He's going to break down and tell it. He's going to break down eventually.
Why am I so angry today?
I don't know.
A little sprinkle of the
It's
story.
because you don't get to see the Blammer because you're in
And
Florida.
it's a steamroller.
Yes, good point.
A pending steamroller.
It's weeks away. We're going to deal with this for weeks.
Arrangement. All right, Jen, Gabe, and Chewy rolls on after this.
Your state ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Backup start on 94 eastbound from Highway 16 pretty much all the way to Barker Road. Back on the brakes from 92nd Street to Hawley Road. And coming out of the stadium interchange to about 35th. The westbound side's backed up from 27th Street to about Hawley Road as well. Northbound on 894, we've got backups coming right out of the Hale interchange, stretching all the way to to Lincoln. We've got eastbound 94 backing up from 84th Street to about Loomis. The westbound side's tight out of the Mitchell interchange all the way to about 68th Street. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny, increasing clouds later on with a high of 21. Tonight, slight chance for snow, mainly to the southwest, mostly cloudy, a low of 14. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
There are 12 months in the year.
12 hours on the clock.
12 signs of the zodiac.
12 days of Christmas.
12 apostles.
And 12 wow items at Kessler's.
And 12 wow items at Kessler's.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
One of the coolest wow items is only $48.
It's a paperclip chain made out of gold-plated sterling silver.
Very cool. And just $48.
We have wow tennis bracelets for just $1,998.
Wow 10-carat tennis necklaces.
Wow engagement rings.
A wow toggle heart bracelet.
And it's just $168.
Wow diamond pendants.
And a fantastic wow snowflake pendant in sterling silver.
With blue color-enhanced diamonds. Blue!
And it's just $163. Kessler's is the place to be for you and me.
And blue diamonds are you diamonds.
The thing is wow. The time is now.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you and our holiday hours, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Showdown. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamora. Here's Jen Latta.
We touched on this yesterday when we were having a little chitty chat about the Green Bay Packers. Why the deep ball, why the explosive plays have been working more lately for the green and gold. There have been questions in the past about Jordan Love's accuracy downfield. Some of that goes back to his footwork. We have talked a little bit about how that has improved as his career has gone on, although there have been lapses. Let's be honest about that. But let's take a listen to Jordan Love on why he has been able to hit more downfield throws lately.
Trust we got in me and the receivers, and guys are winning on their routes and getting open and making plays. And I think our relationship, everybody just knowing where we're going to be, having that timing down, and obviously we've had a lot of guys who've been in this offense for a while, and just the trust to know where guys are going to be at, how they're running certain routes, I think is all there. It all plays a part in that. But I think I always try and do a good job of just making sure I give guys a chance, and guys are making plays on if it's a 50-50 ball, if it's wherever the ball might be, and I think a big part of it is just the receivers winning on routes.
It is nice of Jordan Love, Gabe, to defer to his receivers and them winning their one-on-ones, or, they're facing man coverage as often as they are. But Jordan Love has gotten better as well. His being quicker, he has a more consistent base. I've seen him throw earlier in the windows, and it hasn't been forcing things as often. Why do you think this team has been better with the explosive plays, with the downfield action this season?
Well, twofold. So Jason had mentioned it, and this is what I'm curious to see if Denver can do, if they're just going to be able to sit back in their too high shell and try to take away some of those explosive plays, because teams recently, we saw it with the Bears. They were blitzing a bunch, and that left the Packers in one-on-ones. And I'm curious, too, about the trust portion of this, because it seems like, and I just go back to the Detroit game on Thanksgiving, he seemed to trust guys more in those tighter windows. And it seemed like early in the season, the only tight window guy he would throw the ball to was Romeo Doubs. But then he was just, hey, this is a one-on-one. I trust Dontavian Wicks to go make this play. Because what I'm guessing, Chew, is once you have that trust in your guys, I'm guessing your open for Brett was different than other guys open because he trusted you. He knew that if he threw a ball in a tight window that you were good enough to win or box off the one guy, fight him off, and either it was going to be an incompletion or you were coming down with it.
Yeah, I think a big part of it is recognition on Jordan's part, because clearly defenses are putting their positions where they're not athletic to do what they're called upon to do, right? You can't put an average corner singled up on Watson and expect that guy to beat him. It's just not going to happen. So I think a lot of it is probably coaching and recognition on Jordan's part. Now, what do I think? I think teams are going to start to get a little more conservative. And I agree. I don't know which one of you guys said it early on in the show. They're going to sit back and cover two and force them to dink and dunk their way down the field and wait for them to make a mistake. That's why it's so important. And I wanted to ask Jason, why, if teams are playing so much cover two, maybe struggling is not the word, but why aren't they more efficient with the run?
So, Chew, I think
last year, is it an offensive line thing?
Yes. Because I think the last couple of weeks they have been better at that, and that's led to teams going, okay, we got to change the way we do this. Because early in the season, it was like, okay, Josh Jacobs can't beat us. We're going to load up the box, get a bunch of explosive plays against Detroit and Washington. And then teams started to slowly figure out, wait, they're actually not that good at running the football. We can sit in this too high shell. We don't need to dedicate an extra man to the box, and we can still slow down the run enough. And that's where Jacobs was averaging 3.5 yards per carry. But with the switch that they've made on the offensive line with Belton and then Sean Ryan, flipping over to center after the Elton Jenkins injury, they have been running the ball better, Chew. It's just been so much more efficient than it was earlier in the season, which is how you get those teams out of that cover too. Is by running the ball efficiently, and they have to dedicate a little bit more toward the
I look at the offensive line last year as compared to this year, and they were still last year like a top 10 offensive line. I mean, Walker's the same. Banks was Banks better than Elton?
No.
Was last year? Banks is supposed to be a road grader, which I don't understand. Josh Meyer.
Josh Meyer's a guy healthier.
Meyer's a guy they didn't even like. That's why they let him go.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Ryan is at least as good as him, if not better, right?
Sean Ryan has played center, I think, better than Elton Jenkins did.
Who was the right guard last year?
It was mostly Sean Ryan.
And it's Morgan this year? Who's better?
Well, now
I would think Morgan's better, and then Tom is Tom. Tom playing with a torn pec last year as opposed to being healthy this year.
He's not healthy this year. He's got that abductor. He did it early in the season. He's been playing through it.
Yeah,
Is it a groin? Is it a...
No, it's the injury that baseball players always have that knock him out. Brian Braun had it a bunch. Why am I blanking on it?
Adductor?
Yeah, it's like the side of your core.
Yes.
You know, it's like on your oblique. There it is.
There it is.
There
Yeah,
it is.
there you go.
Just knew we could rely on the doctor to come through for us.
Nice face, Jen.
Well, because oblique is not like one of those weird body words. It's like
I just blanked on it.
Yeah, I blank all the time. So.
I just blanked on it.
Who
Chewy had my back.
among us?
Chewy had my back.
So we all agree that there has obviously been an uptick in the explosive plays, and I think that looking at it, you would think, well, of course, Christian Watson is back. He's your deep threat. He's going to be. But I also think that it's a number of layers. I love that you guys have touched upon the offensive line. I think the continuity there, the improvement there, has contributed to it as well. The wide receivers. Jordan Love improving his footwork. There's a lot of things at play here. I went to look for the numbers just to see how much more often they are hitting on their explosive plays now than they were at the beginning of the season. First 4 games of the season, guys, 7.1% of pass plays were explosive plays. Last 4 games, 13.8. It has essentially doubled from the first 4 games of the season to the last 4 games of the season, the explosive pass rate. And that's not even talking about explosive runs, which I don't know if we've seen a ton of those, right? Occasionally, Josh Jacobs will get open and, he'll chew up a bunch of yardage. But for the most part, we're talking about pass plays here. Is there any reason to believe that won't continue as the season goes on? Is there any reason to believe that defenses will try to take away the explosive pass play and have success doing it?
Yeah, I mean, that's, again, the problem with going up, I guess, for other opponents. I don't think that a lot of teams are going to be able to copy whatever Denver does this week because Denver's so good. Right? The Bears, to me, they'll probably have a little bit of a different plan, but there's only so much they can do because they're just not good on defense outside of creating turnovers. So they have to try to, do different things where the Broncos are just so good, they might be able to sit back and cover too and force that. I mean, how many pass charts, Josh, did we just see early where it's just everything at or behind the line of scrimmage? Just my goodness. And I don't know if that was because, again, Matthew Golden's really young, and then they missed Jaden Reed, so they're trying to find ways to get guys run after the catch. Savion Williams. And they don't trust those guys going out and running the routes that they need to be able to run at this point. But something has changed in the way that they've been attacking, and part of that, I think, is also the way teams are playing them.
The easiest way to take away their deep plays is cover 2 and then being able to rush the quarterback with 4.
Well,
that's how you neutralize that.
Bad news for the Packers this week.
Yeah, I do think it's a little
Broncos
more.
Team is.
It's a little more in depth than just that. I do think there's a degree of Matt LaFleur being really good at disguising things, them using that heavy package and passing out of it. There are ways to bait teams and to trick them. Like if you have Kennard on the field and you're going with that 6 offensive lineman, it wouldn't make a lot of sense to be in that too high, so passing out of that's an option. Being under center more is a way to help that and force teams to try and, if you have even a modicum of success with Josh Jacobs and he rips off a couple big runs, that's going to change it. And we saw the touchdown pass to Bo Melton. There was supposed to be another safety there. He just got caught in the play design. He was supposed to drop out of where he was, but he got tricked and then looked back and the ball was going over his head.
Uh-oh.
Yes. So that is, there are ways to get around it. The problem was earlier in the season, the Packers just kept getting baited into running the ball over and over and over again.
In light boxes.
And teams didn't even expect there to be passes. They were zero worried about the ball going over their head because they knew.
I'm a little bit surprised about this cover 2 thing because I was always taught that the holes in cover 2 are the middle of the field. And if you have a guy like Christian Watson, why wouldn't you just use him to exploit the middle of the field with like a deep seam route?
Well, it's the middle of the field and then the corner area.
Yeah.
Those are your weak spots. But they're not willing to challenge the middle of the field. See, back in the day when I played, all my conversion routes were against cover 2. Okay, so if I had a 10-yard out route and it was cover 2, I'd take the middle of the field. They don't do that, which is, I don't know if it's a safety thing or their tight ends don't like doing it. It's that is weird to me because that is a glaring weakness in the defense. Now it's different with Tampa 2. Tampa 2, the Mike linebacker turns and runs and is responsible for the middle of the field, but that just leaves your corners open and all your underneath routes are there. That's why you have to dink and dunk. But for whatever reason, I don't know why I don't even know if they convert the tight end in cover 2 down the middle of the field.
It is just interesting to watch how much they have improved in that space. I did pull up a couple of other details. Play action. Do we talk about play action and the way that play action is playing into the explosive plays as well? Like we thought, the explosive runs have not been as dominant. There were 3 in the first 4 games of the season. There have been 6 in the last 4 games. So, again, that has doubled as well, but still not as much as the passing game has. Average depth of target. This was another one I found interesting. First 4 games of the season, Jordan Love's average depth of target was 6.4 yards. Last 4 games of the season, 9.1. He's pushing it almost 3 yards deeper per attempt in the last 4 games of the season. We got to take a break here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. We roll on right after this. If you're headed to a Milwaukee, make a bet at Potawatomi Sportsbook and catch a shuttle to Fiserv Forum. That's all you got to do. Make a purchase, make a bet. They're going to give you a wristband. You got to have the wristband to get on the shuttle. Seating is limited. It's a first-come, first-served basis, but what a luxury. Make a bet, make a purchase, get a spot on the shuttle. You don't have to worry about your transportation to or from Fiserv Forum for Bucks games. Bet above the rest only at the Potawatomi Sportsbook.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
We've got delays southbound on 41 continuing from just before Appleton Avenue all the way down past Hampton. The northbound side's backed up from Mayfair Road all the way to Silver Spring. Westbound 94, you've got backups from 27th Street to Hawley Road. Eastbound just from 92nd Street to about Hawley Road, and then again coming out of the stadium interchange to 27th Street. And then on westbound 894, we've got delays basically just west of 27th Street to 60th. And then the eastbound side's backed up from 84th Street all the way to about 60th as well. Traffic is brought to you by Racine Danish Kringles. They have the perfect gift idea for you, a holiday design gift box filled with all your favorite Kringle flavors. Go to kringle.com or call 800-4DANISH to order. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny, increasing clouds later on, a high of 21. Tonight, slight chance for snow, mainly to the south and west. Mostly cloudy, a low of 14. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Hey, Tom, I want a new hoop for the kids. Any ideas?
Yeah, I got mine from Precision Sports over 10 years ago. They helped me choose the right hoop, installed it, and even painted my court lines.
Nice. How do I reach them?
Easy. PrecisionSportsOnline.com for a free quote.
College hockey fans, get ready because the ice is heating up in Milwaukee for the Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off. 4 powerhouse programs, 2 action-packed days, 1 champion. It's Wisconsin, Boston College, Lake Superior State, and the defending national champion, Western Michigan. Battling it out December 28th and 29th at Fiserv Forum. Feel every bone-rattling hit and every clutch goal as these elite programs collide for holiday bragging rights. Tickets are moving fast. Grab yours today at Ticketmaster.com or the Fiserv Forum box office. The Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off. 4 teams, 1 trophy. Who will own the ice?
The president of James Imaging Systems, Tom Tegeter.
As I reflect on the 2025 performance of the James Imaging Systems team, I'm inspired by their power of action, reliable follow-through, and ability to consistently connect with our clients. So thank you for helping our clients grow, profit, and thrive. In addition, I'm humbled by the trust our clients place in the James Imaging Systems expertise to help them succeed, now and in the years to come. As your local business technology partner, I extend my appreciation and gratitude for your ongoing loyalty. Looking forward, I feel that as individuals and as a community, if we display the power of positive action and authentically strive to find common ground, then our local communities will be stronger and our family connections will be secure and enduring. To everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless America.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
This winter, upgrade your home and your savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. New windows, roofing, siding, or a stunning bath makeover. Get it done now and get $3,000 off your project. That's right, $3,000 back in your pocket during our biggest year-end blowout. Call 262-800-4274 or head to extpros.com. Don't wait. These holiday savings melt away fast. Exterior Pros and Baths. Your home upgraded for the holidays.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
You can answer the question.
What's the question?
Can the Packers win without Aaron Jones on Sunday?
Yes. Will you stop? You know what he is? He's like the little devil on the shoulder.
On 94.
Looking for localized banking solutions and a strategic partner? That's where Fifth Third Bank comes in. They've been shaping the future for businesses for 167 years and for the last 15 right here in Milwaukee. They offer industry-specific expertise, local decision-making, and extensive experience to help you navigate the ever-changing business landscape with your business in mind. At Fifth Third, they're big enough to provide sophisticated solutions and expert guidance, yet empowered to make local decisions and build strong community connections. It's experience that only Fifth Third can deliver. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
The top 8 at 8.
Name something that follows the word pork. You pie. Huh?
One category.
Name something people take with them to the beach. Turkey.
The top 8 answers.
The first thing you buy in a supermarket. Turkey.
The top 8 at 8.
A food often stuffed. Turkey.
The top 8 at 8 on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Name Popeye's favorite food.
Chicken! Oh my God!
Show me chicken!
The top 8 at 8 on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Before we get to top 8 at 8, I got a lot of reaction rolling in on the Suits story. Bro on the ESPN YouTube stream says, put it on the poll, how many months until Chewy breaks and tells the Suits story on air? And then Jenny said, stop talking about the Suits story. If you're not going to tell it, I'm dying to know what happened. What do we got today, Gabe?
So I've got a list. Today is actually 9 longs. There's a 3-way tie for 7th. But you and Chew are going to guess back and forth on the list. Once you each get one incorrect, we open it up to the fans. 800-990-3776. Whoever gets the last one wins an ESPN Milwaukee prize pack. Pretty simple today. I'm just looking for the top 8 touchdown scorers in the NFL this season.
Ooh.
So who has scored the most touchdowns in the NFL this year? Josh, why are you smiling?
Because I did my ooh, my microphone was off.
And also, I could probably name them
in order.
I don't know about in order, but I feel like I have a pretty good chance.
Yeah. I mean, I feel that this is, if you are an avid fantasy football player the way Joshy is, I think you kind of are going to be able to do this.
Okay.
I might tap myself in depending on how the results go here. We got a time conflict.
You're the lifeline.
I know that Wisconsin guy Jonathan Taylor is on this list.
He's number 1 on this list, Jen. He has scored 18 touchdowns this year, 16 rush, 2 receiving touchdowns, 18 total TDs to lead the NFL.
We are at a slight disadvantage, too, since neither you or I are playing fantasy this year.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Chewy is a part of a team that is in the playoffs and has a bye.
Sorry.
Let's go with Puka.
Puka Nacua.
That's the worst guess you could have ever imagined because his teammate is going to be 1, 2, or 3 on this list.
Puka has 7 touchdowns. That is tied for 24th.
The great irony of Chewy doing an entire segment talking about Puka Nacua's current teammate earlier on the show.
Fair.
Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams, he is number 3. 14 receiving touchdowns, 14 total touchdowns for Devontae. He's number 3.
That was a no-look pass assist right there. It was so good.
Well, it was from you to Josh and to me then.
Do you want a mulligan?
Yes.
No,
Mr. Chimura.
No, come on.
I'll just tap in.
All right.
All right, Josh, you're going to tap in?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to run this sucker.
Is it my guess now?
Yeah, it's your guess.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs is tied for 5th. He has 12 touchdowns on the season.
Christian McCaffrey is on the list.
Christian McCaffrey is number 4 on the list. He has 8 rushing, 5 receiving, 13 total.
I'm a little mad at Joshy for stealing Josh Jacobs. You know I knew that one, Joshy.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs, number 2, 13
All right,
rushing,
you're
3
done.
receiving, 16 total touchdowns.
He's not allowed to play anymore?
So you guys have the top 4, Jonathan Taylor, Jahmyr Gibbs, Devontae Adams, and Christian McCaffrey, and then you have Josh Jacobs as well. So we still have 4 left on the list because of the tie.
In Jigba.
Jackson Smith and Jigba has 11th. He with 9 touchdowns. He is tied for 11th.
All right, I'm done.
Yes, again.
You should have been done.
You've been done. How about quarterback Bill? Now, speaking of things escaping me, Josh Allen.
Yeah, he's got 12 rushing touchdowns. Same number of rushing touchdowns, so he was tied with Jacobs, meaning we just have the 3 left that are tied for 7th. All have 11 total touchdowns.
I'm going to allow John in Milwaukee to take a guess at one of the final 3 here, unless you want to go. I'm not going to go.
I don't know. I would have guessed, but let's go out to John in Milwaukee. John, you're on with Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Can you complete our top 8 at 8 list?
Yeah.
What do we got?
Javonte Williams.
Who?
Javonte Williams.
Javonte Williams, yes, he is one of those tied for 7th. He has 9 rushing, 2 receiving, 11 touchdowns.
Devon Achane.
Devon Achane also has 11 touchdowns, leaving just one more name.
Kyron Williams.
Kyron Williams is the correct answer. He has 11 touchdowns as well. So mostly running backs, 1 wide receiver, 1 quarterback in those 9 names. 7 running backs.
After Josh Jacobs, who's the next Packers player?
Is it Romeo?
Hold on, I'm still scrolling. Tucker Kraft.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's got 6.
Wow.
Forgot about that fella.
Yeah, pour one out. Take a break here on Jen Gabe.
Dead.
I know, but he's not on the field.
This guy here is dead. Cross him off then.
All right, so back to the suit story.
That's one of my favorite drops. Cross him off then. What were you going to say, Chew?
Nothing.
He's just gonna. He knows he's got people too now. He's just gonna bring it up just to annoy people. At this
That
point.
hook is in the water.
Just every time he sees the bobber go down, he goes, "Ooh, I got one."
Take a trip to Jackpot Land at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Play with your Potawatomi Rewards card for a share of $300,000 each month and entries into December's Jackpot Land drawings, where another $300,000 in cash and prizes is waiting to be won. Plus, your drawings from September, October, and November all count as well. It is only at Potawatomi. More information is available online. Must be 21 years old and a rewards member to play.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
We've got delays southbound on 41 continuing from just before Appleton Avenue all the way down past Hampton. The northbound side's backed up from Mayfair Road all the way to Silver Spring. Westbound 94, you've got backups from 27th Street to Hawley Road. Eastbound just from 92nd Street to about Hawley Road, and then again coming out of the Stadium interchange to 27th Street. And then on westbound 894, we've got delays basically just west of 27th Street to 60th. And then the eastbound side's backed up from 84th Street all the way to about 60th as well. Traffic is brought to you by Racine Danish Kringles. They have the perfect gift idea for you, a holiday design gift box filled with all your favorite Kringle flavors. Go to kringle.com or call 800-4DANISH to order. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny, increasing clouds later on, a high of 21. Tonight, slight chance for snow, mainly to the south and west, mostly cloudy, a low of 14. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Loziga on 94.5 ESPN.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Listen up, gentlemen. You're fighting an unfair battle. Studies show testosterone levels in men have plummeted by 25% in just 2 decades. That's why you're struggling with energy, muscle, and drive. But here's a game changer. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments boost testosterone by 30% on average. Imagine reclaiming the vitality your grandfathers had. Picture turning heads, dominating your career, and feeling unstoppable again. Don't settle for today's normal. Seize the day at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
The holidays are here, and I don't know about you, but for our family, that means more time spent inside the house entertaining family and friends.
Hi, we're Mike and Michelle, owners of Professional Construction. You know what, Michelle? You're right. This year, forget those boring gifts. No more blenders, no more socks.
How about this year, you give yourself that brand new kitchen or the basement rec room so the kids have a space to call their own.
No matter the project, you can count on us.
Happy holidays from all of us at Professional Construction, Inc.
Are you looking for reliable transportation this holiday season? I've got you covered. Hey, it's Jen Latta from ESPN Milwaukee. With holiday parties, family gatherings, and year-end events on the horizon, I trust Accutrans Group to handle all my private transportation needs. Whether it's a corporate function or a festive celebration, Accutrans gets me there safely and on time. As a veteran-owned business, they pride themselves on top-notch service that you can count on. Booking is easy, stress-free, and reliable. Just visit AccuTransGroup.com to reserve your holiday ride today. That's AccuTransGroup.com.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch, and I've got the perfect gift idea for you, a holiday design gift box filled with all your favorite Kringle flavors from Racine Danish Kringles. No wrapping, no stress, just pure holiday joy. My family and I love it when the Kringle box from Racine Danish Kringles arrives at our house, and you can have it happen too. Go to Kringle.com or call 800-4DANISH to order today. Racine Danish Kringles is the official pastry of ESPN Wisconsin. Racine Danish Kringles, it's not just a treat, it's calm.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
It's the holiday season, a special time to celebrate with family, friends, and coworkers. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Let us help you with your holiday celebration. Whether you're having a small family gathering, a bigger bash with friends and relatives, or a company party, we've got everything you need at the lowest prices in town. Discount Liquor is your one-stop gift shop with over 100 varieties of liquor, beer, and wine gift sets for everyone on your list. Visit us today at 51st and Oklahoma in Milwaukee and on Barstow and Main in downtown Waukesha. Voted best liquor store again.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Check out all of our weekly specials at DiscountLiquorInc.com. And from our family to yours, have a happy and safe holiday season.
Discount liquor.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
There's a lot of sodas now that are prebiotic sodas.
They
as
don't
well.
work. They're called poop.
Well,
No, they're really called poop, I think. You buy them on Amazon.
I thought you were going to stop talking.
You got a lot of brust in you. You know that?
On 94.5 ESPN.
Have I told you guys about my friends over at Professional Construction, Inc.? I know that I have, but look, it bears repeating because they do such exceptional work on your projects. We had them help us with a balcony project. We had them refinish our basement. And can I tell you, we needed that space. Everybody in my family is getting taller, getting bigger, needing their own space. Having that remodeled basement was a game changer for us, and they could change the game for you as well. Contact my friends over at Professional Construction, Inc. If you find yourself in a remodeling project space, maybe you're doing a home addition, maybe you're thinking about building a brand new house. Either way, the PCI team is here for you. That website again, professionalconstructioninc.com, professionalconstructioninc.com. I got a text here from a Dyson Chamura. Dyson Chamura. Circling back to Numbnut's story about the suits.
Jeez. Well, I know whose present isn't going to be good in a couple of weeks now.
There's more.
Disrespect like that.
I wore a suit that was 10 and a half years old. My newest suit, the tailor messed up my pants, so I looked like I was wearing capris to my friend's wedding. Chewy, care to elaborate on that one?
Yeah, he's a DS. So he didn't try.
Look at the growth there.
He didn't try his suit on because he's like me, lazy when it comes to that. He didn't try it on, so he went to the wedding, and the pants literally came up just below his knees. Now, thank God it was a beach wedding, so we pulled it off. But he's got no right to call anyone numbnuts. Gabe, with that point, do you wear a XL Roebuck for golfing? Because I got a couple that someone ain't going to need anymore.
For Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely.
You're an
yes.
XL?
Yeah, I'm an XL. Yeah, I need the little extra length in the sleeves there, so I need the XL.
Sidebar, numbnuts is an underrated, it's not really an insult, but moniker. It's an underrated moniker.
It's definitely an insult. It's not complimentary.
It isn't?
No.
Wait,
it is
kind of true.
Did you take that as a compliment?
Well, Angie's been gone since Sunday, so it would apply right now, and it might explain why I'm so angry.
Nuts. I get it.
See how my
French
kids
class.
treat me, though? I mean, he didn't want to tell his little part in the whole suit thing.
What does that mean, his little part in the whole suit thing?
Not trying it on.
Oh, that he didn't try on the suit.
Yeah, which is sort of the thing everyone urges you to do.
It does sort of feel like an apple doesn't fall far from the tree here, though, right, Shu?
Yeah.
This is, my mother likes to say, comes by it honestly. And it seems like...
What does she say?
Whenever me or my sister behave in similar ways to our parents, they say, well, they come by it honestly.
You came by it honestly.
Because it is a behavior we are replicating that we see in our parents.
He doesn't try things on, and I don't look at price tags, which is...
Do you try things on either?
No. Like, if you're a 13 shoe, you're a 13 shoe. Am I right?
Yeah, but that doesn't apply to your waist, buddy.
Especially not when it comes to, like, dress shoes. Sometimes the toe box is a little too thin. Sometimes,
tight, yeah.
Yeah, like... 13s aren't 13s universally.
You are right, because 13s in Europe are not 13s. And I actually had to go.
Oh, boy, did you learn a hard lesson in Germany?
I did. So I bought them at Aldo, and I had to go to my brother-in-law's function. Never tried them on. Bottom line is I had to wear socks.
They're too big.
To the function with no shoes. No, they wouldn't even fit on my feet.
Oh, you had no shoes.
Yes.
See, now you see what we're pointing at here?
Comes by it honestly. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they were probably like a 10. There was no way my foot was getting in there. So.
Well, we
live and
appreciate
learn,
we appreciate the
Live and learn.
contribution.
Well, no, you're going to live. I don't know how much you're going to learn. You're certainly going to live.
Well,
that
is not fair, because earlier in the show he said dip bleep.
Yeah.
Without the bleep.
Yeah.
And a few moments ago he said DS.
We'll see what tomorrow brings.
Yeah, I'm just saying from there, and there was
Why?
at
What
least
did I
some
call
learning
Ron?
that went on.
What did I say?
A DS.
To Ron? Oh, all right. Joshy caught it. I have full confidence in Josh. Josh was getting a little lax back there. I mean, because he hasn't had a shot fired across the bow in a while. Jen, when's the last time you swore on the air? It's got to be 2 months?
Well, to be fair, I'm
3
only here
months?
half the time, so does that count?
Probably pre-football season.
Well, let's wait till the college football playoff wraps up and see if that number might crank
I
up.
have been here every day this week until tomorrow when I won't be here. But it's Dude Friday, so I'm not allowed.
You also weren't here on Monday.
Really?
Really?
Oh, that's right. You weren't.
That's definitely accurate. Every day except for that one day.
Oh, God.
Except for the first one.
Why has this been the longest week ever? All right. Now we have to take a break. Man, I thought for sure I was here every day. I was going to pat myself on the back a little harder.
Take a victory lap. College hockey fans, get ready for the Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off. Wisconsin, Boston College, Lake Superior State, and the defending national champion, Western Michigan, battle it out Sunday, December 28th, and Monday, the 29th, at Fiserv Forum. And look, there's certainly a team up north that plays football. They're not going to be playing Sunday, December 28th. We found that out yesterday. So what do you have better to do than go check out this great Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off at Fiserv Forum? Get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com or the Fiserv Forum box office. or just win them right now. Caller 4, 800-990-3776 wins 4 tickets to the Sunday, December 28th games at Fiserv Forum. It's the Quick Trip Holiday Face-Off, December 28th and 29th at Fiserv Forum.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at more than 25 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that's Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
They call it the Mile High City for a reason. Denver's altitude, always a topic of conversation when NFL teams visit the Broncos like the Packers will on Sunday. And head coach Matt LaFleur gives some insight on how the team will adjust to the altitude.
We had our performance staff talk to our players today. There are certain things that you can do, but ultimately it is a circumstance, and you've got to try to best prepare your body.
It's Packers-Broncos coming up Sunday. The Packers with the NFC's longest winning streak of 4 games in a row. The Broncos tied for the league-long 10 straight wins. I'm Alex Stroh.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
Need to find that perfect home? Don't sell. Upgrade with a home equity loan. Renovate that kitchen. Retile that bath. You choose the fixtures. Let us do the math. Tri-City National Bank. Equal housing lender. NMLS 433891.
Make your next activation or event a slam dunk with Captivate Exhibits, your leader in transforming spaces and creating brand experiences that truly stand out and connect. If you can dream it, Captivate can design it, build it, and activate it. From trade shows and events to enhancing interior spaces like your lobby, history wall, or break room, Captivate Exhibits turns ideas into highlight reels. With over 32 years of award-winning experience, Captivate delivers every time, always beating the buzzer. Get started with your next big idea today at CaptivateExhibits.com.
The president of James Imaging Systems, Tom Tegeter.
As I reflect on the 2025 performance of the James Imaging Systems team, I'm inspired by their power of action, reliable follow-through, and ability to consistently connect with our clients. So thank you for helping our clients grow, profit, and thrive. In addition, I'm humbled by the trust our clients place in the James Imaging Systems expertise to help them succeed, now and in the years to come. As your local business technology partner, I extend my appreciation and gratitude for your ongoing loyalty. Looking forward, I feel that as individuals and as a community, if we display the power of positive action and authentically strive to find common ground, then our local communities will be stronger and our family connections will be secure and enduring. To everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless America.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Looking for the early gift for the basketball fan on your list? This holiday season, Fiserv Forum brings the heat with the Milwaukee Hoop Showdown. Friday, December 19th, the Wisconsin Badgers versus Villanova at 7 p.m. But first, UW Milwaukee takes on South Dakota State at 4. 2 big games, 1 electric night, all under one roof. Check off that holiday list and get your tickets now at FiservForum.com/showdown. The Badgers headline the action on Friday, December 19th, and you don't want to miss it. Visit FiservForum.com/showdown.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I just figured if I got the yellow ones from Mexico, I could slip those in without her. Did you know the Viagra in Mexico is yellow?
Had no idea.
Yeah.
Wait, can you just paint it? You just drop it in a little food coloring?
You probably could, like an egg.
I'm
gonna try that.
Easter has a new meaning in the Chimera household.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Hey guys, the holidays are in full swing at St. Kate the Arts Hotel, where every celebration shines just a little bit brighter. Go to their website, stkatearts.com/holidays. There you'll get all the details. You can start marking your calendar. When is the holiday marketplace? When are they having the Christmas Eve and Christmas Day dining? What hours, of course? And don't miss Brunch with Santa. You'll want to get that on your calendar as well. Head to the website, stkatearts.com/holidays. There they have all the details, and you and your loved ones can celebrate the season at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. What an unusual day we've had. Chewy's going to, what is the band again, Gabe? Your mom
Mannheim Steamroller.
Mannheim Steamroller. And that is the 20th? Is that what it is, or the 27th?
21st.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's not the day of the Packers game.
Correct. Yeah. It's a Sunday.
Because if it were the day of the Packers game, you would maybe be able to use that as a...
If the Packers were playing at 3:30 on that Sunday, the 21st, instead of playing the Bears that Saturday at 7 o'clock, would it matter? Or would your wife still say, hey, you got to come figure out how you're going to watch the game later?
No, she'd say, you don't watch Monday night games. What the hell does it matter? Fair, I guess. No, I would have watched it in there. I already had a plan.
You
would
would
have watched it on my phone.
Would you wear headphones? Would you put on some AirPods? Or
No. They're terrible anyways, most of these announcers. I mean, is Brady getting better?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
Who's the best?
And the best analyst?
Yeah, I'll still take
Greg
Collinsworth.
I'm a
all day
Greg
long.
Olsen guy.
I am not a Greg Olsen guy.
do you like Tony? You like Tony Romo?
Tony doesn't bother me.
I used to like Tony, but...
You're over him?
Yeah, it's obvious he doesn't put it in any...
When he started quiet quitting on all of us, that's when I stopped caring.
You know who is, I think, going to be really, really, really good is JJ.
Yeah, I just don't know where he slots in right now because CBS is locked into their... Fox isn't... I mean, they're locked into long-term with Brady. I mean, unless somebody else happens to scoop up some rights where he's going to be doing something on a consistent basis, I just don't know where he goes outside of where he is slotted right now at CBS.
You know who's good? He's just oversaturated is Herb Street.
He is everywhere.
Yeah, he just does too much.
I will tell you this, and I know I've said this before. This is not a secret, but that Big Ten championship game with Gus Johnson on the call. Oh, man. Is that a tough one? From Tennessee. I tweeted, tell us where he's from again, Gus.
So that game was on while I was at Club Paragon. And
did they have it on the speakers?
Yes. And I mentioned to Nixon, who was there with me, helping give out stuff for Michelob, and I kept getting caught looking up thinking it was a big play because Gus Johnson was screaming at me, and it was like a 7-yard out. And it was like, I thought I could use, as I'm talking to people, I thought I could use the auditory, like, screaming, and then you're like, well, 2nd and 3.
Josh is like, there are levels to this, right. Gus. Yeah, that's all right. No, I think JJ is going to be really good when he gets an opportunity to do it, but he's been really good in my opinion.
This is his first season doing it, too, doing games because he was in studio last year.
All right, we're done. Wilde and Tausch are taking over. They're next on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee.
Southbound 41 backing up from just before Appleton Avenue down to